Alright, so it's been a little while. In fact, I almost didn't come back, but when I had the opportunity to do a continuation of my least popular series and maybe justify just a little bit what I bought on Black Friday, I decided to do it. Now, as you can see from the title, this year I bought a little bit less than I did last year, so last year hopefully is still the high watermark. I could have sworn I paid a lot less this year. It felt like I paid less, but then when I took the picture of the big haul, was definitely more movies. Maybe I paid less per movie this year than in previous years. Anyway, these things always take too long, so let's just jump right in. As usual, you can jump right here if you want to go to a specific store. I've front-loaded, say, the least interesting ones. You know, so everybody tunes out in the first few minutes. Alright, starting out with Dollar Tree, which is of course now a $1.25 tree. I've had a chance over this year to catch or to watch up some of the Dollar Tree things I've bought in the past, and it's very, very hit or miss on Dollar Tree. I've been trying to buy way less there. But still, I bought some items on Dollar Tree. Are they Black Friday? I bought them around Black Friday, so let's count them. First one is a DVD of The Resort. Now, I was definitely thinking about the Peacock TV show when I bought this, which highly recommend, fun show. Next up is some sort of Lego DC kids movie. It has a Lego minifig with it. I don't know. It was shiny. I bought it because it was shiny. And then that not quite 7 classic, Kiss the Girls. Every now and then you just kind of want to rewatch a movie. And $1.25, I'm sure there's a $5 Blu-ray out there, but I just wanted to rewatch Kiss the Girls. Jumping into Dollar Tree Blu-rays, I got Doctor Who, some Doctor Who. I got it because it's 3D. I'm not pointing at the 3D. It's over here. 3D. You know, I collect 3D. This makes number 280 something. After that, I got Bad Moms because of Mila Kunis and Miss Bell. Something for the Daughter, Wonder Park, I think some sort of European animation. Paranormal Activity 3, I now have 3, 4, and 5 that I've bought on clearance. Maybe eventually I'll own the whole series. A Haunted House 2, now I haven't watched any of these spoofs since a Scary Movie kind of went bad. It's debatable on quite when it went bad, but how are they going? Is it still going? Maybe? The Last Warrior, Game of Thrones meets Braveheart. That's setting yourself up for definitely disappointment, I'm sure. That little thing at the top there. Some sort of Mass Effect animated movie. The video game was good, so we'll watch that. $1.25. And last one from Dollar Tree is Teen Spirit. It's got Elle Fanning. I was really kind of thinking about Neon Demon when I saw this. You know, Elle Fanning and like drenched in color. I'm sure I'm going to be disappointed. It's not going to be anything even close. I'm positive just looking at it. But it gave me that Neon Demon vibes. Alright, next up is the last physical store I went to for Black Friday, and that was Walmart. And I got Everything Everywhere All at Once with their exclusive slipcover. It does, of course, have this nice orange sticker that really throws off the whole mise en scène, if you will. I find that I hate stickers when I buy movies, but then when I revisit them years and years later, I kind of dig the stickers. Kind of tells you a little bit about the time, maybe where you bought it. I've got some things with some weird Best Buy stickers on the slipcover that are kind of fun to look at. Alright, and after that we have the price matcher, of course, Amazon, who stole everybody else's Black Friday prices, and a lot of my business just because it was easy. First up, on Blu-ray, we have Men. Heard good things about that. Maybe not quite Black Friday, but a pretty good price for Earth Girls Are Easy. Can't go wrong with a Sale Anderson for The French Dispatch. The Boys, Season 1 and 2. I've seen Season 1 and 2. I really wish this had included Season 3, but I think maybe that's currently playing or just was recently out, I'm not sure. And then the oddball Blu-ray from Amazon, and that is Strike Commando 2 from Severin. Now, it was cheaper on Amazon than it was on Severin's Black Friday, and I could tell by the price and how Severin does their prices. And additionally, there was a bunch of Severin movies that ended up in the Amazon buy 2 get 1 free sale, which I don't like to think about because I bought a bunch of stuff at Severin, and I didn't see that sale until after, so I just blocked that sale out. Moving on to the Amazon 4K releases, we have The Lost City. My wife wanted to see this one. Scream 4, Scream 5. The A is a 5 sometimes, but not on this case. I don't know. Scream 2020 recent. The gritty superhero movie from my youth, Unbreakable. Also, one of the best deleted scenes that should have been in the movie. This one and Signs. The Suicide Squad, of course, everybody already watched that on HBO Max, but for $10, Moonfall, I've been waiting to watch and make fun of this. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, can relate. Also, surprisingly good deal. I've been watching most of the Disney stuff on Disney Plus with the daughter, but I don't know what's going on with the prices, but there were some really good Disney Black Friday prices. I didn't even get all of them. I skipped on Thor Love and Thunder just because I'm expecting to get that in 3D from Japan. A couple classics, we have Poltergeist from 1982, The Lost Boys from 1987. Another one of those steal of a deal Disney titles I spoke about. I mean, look at the price. However the price is, this one does have a floater in it. Of course, that's always apprehensive. Floaters are less of a deal ever since we got to Blu-ray, though. I found the coding has been much better on Blu-rays in 4K than they ever were in DVD, so a floater in a DVD I might pass up, but a floater in a Blu-ray is usually, or a 4K, is usually going to be okay. Again, just kid, daughter. I missed out on the good price for this last Black Friday and kicked myself. I finally picked it up. No slipcover. Paid more money for it. Watched on HBO Max, but now I finally have all the X-Men again. Spider-Man No Way Home, again another pickup, but also disappointment. Very disappointed that the 3D version went region 2 this year, the one from a random space. Still holding out hope that maybe we'll get a 3D Spider-Man No Way Home release for region 1. And to round it out the batch, Death on the Nile hopefully fares better than the second Glass Onion movie did, which was okay, but... Oh, and I almost forgot, from Amazon, I also got this. I mean, like the one Biggie box set I got this year. It contains the first 2 movies and the TV series. I needed season 3 of the TV series and figured I'd upgrade my Blu-rays to 4K, so... Carol Ann, Walk Into the Light. And after that we have Groove. Now, the important thing to know when ordering from Groove, unless they fixed it, which they haven't in the last 2 years, is that you always want to check out as guests, so you can use their 20% off first-time customer code. So all the prices that you'll see are the 20% off of their Black Friday sale. Pretty good prices on some of these. Now, starting with Blu-ray, we have The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke. Chucky, Season 1. Why am I still buying DC movies when they're all free on HBO Max? I'm not sure. Then we get into our 4K, starting out with No Time to Die, the last Bond movie that I hadn't seen. Hope when they keep going on this series, they go back to a bit of the Roger Moore style of Bond, the kind of Bond I grew up with. I mean, Austin Powers is pretty gone now, right? So you can kind of go back and do that kind of stuff. Next, Mad Max Thunder Road 4K. Hadn't thought about upgrading it, but for that price, upgrade from the VHS for me. Same here with Jaws. Hadn't really thought about upgrading it, but for the price, is upgrade from DVD. Same thing I said before about DC. Why am I still buying DC? I don't know. For the daughter, we had Sing 2. Keep meaning to watch this, but never seem to get around to it. Dracula Untold, from when they really tried to do that dark Universal monsters thing that failed so bad. Although I kinda liked the Tom Cruise Mummy, it was okay. List of Shame knockoff, I can finally watch Backdraft. I had the chance to go on the Backdraft ride in Japan in Universal Studios, and I didn't go because I hadn't seen the movie. I kinda wish I'd have gone, and then I could have just, played it back in my head. Last Night in Soho. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Ooh, some more recent M. Night with Old. Maybe he gets his groove back this time. It's on a beach, just like Stella. Am I going to really say the exact same thing I just said about the other DC titles I bought? And another one for the daughter, Minions Rise of Gru. I liked this better than the last Minions movie. Minions is doing a reverse Star Trek thing where all their even movies are good, and all their odd movies are not so good. Alright, now we're getting more boutique-y. Now I'm going to go to the Kino holiday sale. First one off is How to Be a Woman. Classic instructional videos from the 1940s through 80s. Honky Tonk Freeway. What? And then am I just getting all the weird southern things? There's crackers, Dagmar's Hot Pants Incorporated, of course. Almost summer, I'm young. Let Sleeping Corpses Tan. King of the Mountain. This one might be the one I'm most excited about, and that is The Park Is Mine. Tommy Lee Jones flips out and does a Rambo in Central Park, maybe? I only half read the synopsis, that might be totally wrong. Something from the old Redemption line, Killer Barbies? That's how you say that? Barbies? Barbies? Killer Barbies. And Tentacles with a slipcover. Next up we have MVD. I almost skipped them this year. Their prices are up. They've got that mandatory shipping. I don't think there's as much value in MVD as a company, like as a buyer anymore. But there's one thing that I wanted there, I couldn't get last year, they sold out, and that was Dirty Laundry. I guess they didn't sell out though, because it's still got the slipcover, so, And to go with that, of course, you have the mandatory shipping, so I had to get something. I got Monday Morning, Mind Games, Nathalie Escape from Hell, and actually collect different versions of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I didn't quite have this one. You might look at some of my older videos, like this one up here, where I talk about it. Alright, first time buying from Alamo Drafthouse in a while. Ever since they axed their Blu-ray line, there hasn't been much in the way of movies to buy from them, especially on Black Friday. But this year I just happened to check out their website, and I found this VHS tape of all things, The Connection, La French, which is supposed to look like an old VHS tape. It is a 2014 movie of some sort. We'll give that a watch. It was actually a buy one, get one free with an enamel pen, whichever side I put that on. I already stuck it in the wall. I got too excited. Now, does that mean this is only $5? Or maybe this is the free one and the pen was $10? We'll say this is $10 for the purpose of this, and that the enamel pen was free if you bought this, and no shipping, which was nice. Moving on to Dark Forces, who I was kind of mad at last year, but I still put in a minimum free shipping order this year. Mainly because of the passing of Code Red's founder, and that's the first title I got was Steel Arena from Code Red from Dark Forces website. Next one is Death Rage with Yul Brynner, like a Italian action movie with Yul Brynner. I'm in. Forced Entry with Tanya Roberts. And of course the big one this year from Dark Forces, and that is their Fangs, which has a very lovely embossed slipcover here. It looks really nice, it feels nice. I can't say that I'm super into snake movies, although I guess I own a lot of snake movies, now that I think about it. Why do I own so many snake movies? Fangs. Moving on to Epic Pictures, who I've had really good successes and a couple of flops with, but overall have done some pretty good movies for me. These are all blind buys. I have no idea about any of them. First one up is Tin Can, followed by Automation, and then Tiny Cinema looked fun. Midnight for our Asian movie. Among the Living was the only movie on their site that was less than $10, so I almost had to get it. I hope it's not like Code Red 1, Con, Red, some zombie movie that has a red one in the title. I hope it's not like that. And then I heard so much positive press about Terrifier 2. It's not really my type of movie. I decided to get the first one, watch the first one, and then maybe I'll watch the second, even though I've heard the second is much better than the first. We'll see. Okay, and rounding the bin, these are the last two companies. The first one is Severin. Now, this year Severin had, I think, Shopify do their web selling, and this was the first year in years where I hadn't had problems with their site. I was able to put an order in the day of. It worked. Good job, Severin. Additionally, I got my Severin order the year I made it. Usually that never happens. I never get it the same year from Severin, so it was shocking. Now, I can't say that their prices are amazing. I didn't see as many clearancey things this year, but at least it works now. First one up is Invaders of the Lost Gold. I have to have this little sticker up to censor. They sent me this sticker. It's not on the case, but something else is under the sticker. Upgrade from VHS, and not a movie I'm super into, but they did have a reasonably okay price, and this is something that they were just going to discontinue, so figured I'd pick up the thirst. If anything, it'll just save me just a little bit of shelf space so I can get rid of the VHS tape. I had such a good time with the peanut butter solution that I got this next one from their kids line, carnival magic. I hope it's a weird Canuckian crazy mess, just like the peanut butter solution was. Been dragging my feet on Grizzly. I still think it was too much for what it is. I feel like I paid too much money for Grizzly. But I've been meaning to see Grizzly 2, so I have to see Grizzly 1 first. Otherwise, you're gonna miss all the nuances, right? I waited a year to pick up The Return of Captain Invincible upgrade from DVD for me with Alan Arkin. It's got that fun bullshit song in it.
Bullshit, 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 bullshit.
Same thing for Blood for Dracula. Was a little worried after seeing some pictures on the internet of them falling apart, but needed it for reasons, especially after watching Flesh for Frankenstein. I had to see Blood for Dracula. And then the Big Daddy from Severin this year, and that was Four Flies on Grey Velvet 4K. Now, they stated that this one was not going to be sold again after Black Friday from them. I think, if you read between the lines there, they just won't sell the version maybe with the CD soundtrack. We'll have to see how that goes. In the years, they have straight up lied about not selling movies again, so I can't say that I super am on board that this is something super rare that it'll never be sold again, but we'll see. Also, I've never seen this. It's supposed to be a Dario Argento comedy. Maybe great, maybe I'll be super disappointed. And the last one up is Vinegar Syndrome. I'm actually wearing my Vinegar Syndrome Halloween shirt, which they sent me on November 2nd. Thanks a lot for that. Starting out with Vinegar Syndrome, I guess for me, like, their Black Friday enamel pins are, I guess, a must-buy. I didn't know they would be a must-buy, but I'll put that in at the end. Okay, now I'm going to start out with my everything Black Friday pre-order. Now, I've been making the everything pre-order the last couple years of Vinegar Syndrome, and I gotta say, I don't think it was really worth it this year. One of the movies is feels like very mainstream to me, even though it might not have been out for a while. And one of the big benefits about the everything pre-order was you didn't have to pay shipping. It was the one way to get around not paying shipping on Black Friday. And then after that, of course, we have the anniversary sale. It happened 1 month later, and I'll talk about that a little bit more a little bit later, but the movies that I pre-ordered, the Black Friday, like, buy everything pre-order, 1 month later, if you'd bought those same 5 movies at the 10th anniversary sale, they were $10 cheaper. So, I know pre-order you're buying the new movies, so you can't expect the new movies to be at the best deal. But I feel like this might be the last year that I do it, especially if they keep doing shipping on the buy everything. Anyway, going through those, the first one up is Burning Paradise, followed by the surprisingly mainstream Freeway, although they're not quite as mainstream as them putting out Roadhouse. It's kind of a weird title for them, don't you think? Upgrade from DVD, Evil Laugh. This came out on one of my very favorite early DVD labels, and that was the Cult Collectors Cinema whatever. Now, I have an interesting story about them that probably nobody cares about. I think they probably went out of business a few years ago, and I actually tracked them down because they had announced a movie that they never released, and I wanted to see if they'd already mastered it. Maybe they had some copies laying around or something like that. And I tracked them down and gave him a call on the telephone, like a crazy person. And the guy got so nervous when he was talking to me. He was like, who are you? Who is this? And he was like, I think he thought I was a creditor or something like that. And it was weird. It was very weird.
Really?
Next one up is the Homegrown Horrors 2 collection. Another one where I probably would have waited till it to go down cheaper. I've only watched one of the other Homegrown Horrors so far, and it's not pre-order quality. It's not pre-order quality. And that goes with the one exciting buy everything pre-order, and that was Invisible Maniac, which went with the mystery item from earlier in the year, and that was this slipcover that I have to hold at just the right angle so it doesn't do its thing. Mystery purchase for $6, the favorite item from Vinegar Syndrome this year. And another VHS tape. Why did I buy 2 VHS tapes this year? And that was the Shudder Collector Series Christmas special with Christmas Evil. It's on a green tape. It's got Joe Bob Briggs. Okay, and that comes to me buying things for slipcovers, which I told myself I'd never do, and that was The Laughing Dead, Fortress of America, Red Surf, Alien Private Eye. I'm interested to watch this one. And the last Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome is Blades. Disappointing, this was in the 10 for 10 sale literally 1 month later. You know, I know that they've got to move through some titles that don't sell very well, but upgrading this from VHS, so this should be a fun revisit. I remember liking this when I watched it maybe 20 years ago. That brings us to the 4K movies. I got Dracula Sucks, which is not family appropriate at all, and Ticks with Ron Howard and Seth, what's his name, Green. I've been wanting to see this for a while. There's been something about the VHS cover for Ticks. I'm going to show it here. Right here. Over here. I just don't like that cover. Every time I've seen that cover over the years, I just haven't wanted to see the movie. Ever since they put it out with the new cover, I've been in. I've wanted to see it. Oh, wait. I could have just shown you this. It's got it inside the slipcase. This is the cover. I don't want to see this movie. This movie I do want to see, though. And last one for Black Friday is the 4K version of Madman. There it is. There's the total down here. A little bit less than last year. Did I learn my lesson? Maybe. I did get some better deals this year, and I feel like I have had a bit of a cognitive shift on the value of Vinegar Syndrome, especially with the 10 for 10 sale. Although they say they're not going to repeat that, but who knows? They're going to have another warehouse clearance sale at some point. Maybe it'll be at their 15-year anniversary, but I think it's going to happen again. Also, I've definitely been seeing Vinegar Syndrome titles start to leak into clearancers such as Hamilton Books. Anyway, thanks for wasting some time with me. I'm not sure why you did that, but as always, thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.